Didn't you ever tell me these things? Oh, brother. Can you pass me my cellular?
What up, y'all? It's the Relatable Podcast.
What's
We back. You're my best friend. Okay. We sorry we missed you guys on Monday. We was on the road and way too much stuff was going on. So we wanted to make sure we got with y'all. Definitely appreciate you guys on here. Welcome to the Relatable Podcast. We're gonna set our stuff going. We got 1 minute before we start. Welcome to the behind the scenes. Whoa. All right. Got about 30 seconds, baby. You ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. You already know the vibes. Okay, let's get this going and woo! Love that sound. Welcome to the Relatable Podcast. I am Vince Serrano, and I am with the lovely
Jenny.
You already know. Thank you guys for joining us. We apologize for Monday. We were on the road and we had bad connection. We just didn't want to do that to y'all again.
Terrible connection.
Horrible. So we wanted to get with y'all, and you know we super appreciate you guys for joining us in. Make sure you guys understand too, like go into the podcast comments, go into DMP Networks, and once you leave a comment, we can actually show it on the screen. So you already know, Jenny, put that damn volume down, okay? Thank you guys so much for being on here. Jenny, what is the topic for today?
I don't know. What were you saying before?
You don't know what the topic is you want to hit? Come on, man.
To talk about haters?
Yeah, the haters. Who is your relationship's biggest hater? Okay? And this is for long relationships. This is for short relationships. This is for any type of relationships, past relationships. Who are the biggest haters in relationships? Is it exes? Is it ex-girlfriends? Is it ex-boyfriends? Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Does your dad hate all the men you bring around? Okay? Does your dad hate all the girls you bring around? Who is the biggest hater? Like, who can you not bring around into your relationship without them wanting to see your relationship in the pits? So do me a favor. Definitely right off. Thank you guys for joining the Relatable Podcast. We're going to get back to it and tell us, who is your biggest hater for this week?
For this week?
I mean,
do you have anybody in mind?
Yeah, who is your biggest hater for your relationship? Who hates on your relationship the most? I'm going to talk a little bit about mine, and you know, it's kind of crazy because in different relationships you get different people, right? You get people who are like, yo, look, don't bring them people around me. I don't like her, or I don't like them, you know? And so, you know, sometimes, you know, some of those people were right, you know, in some of the relationships, like my first baby mama, you know. First off, before we get started, want to show Melissa Rodriguez. Hey, y'all. Hey, go check out Melissa's new coffee. Definitely. She's out there putting coffee out there. It's some.
She's been losing a pound a week.
A pound a week.
So contact Melissa.
Is it a week?
Oh, sorry, a pound a day.
A pound a day.
So she's lost like 13 pounds already.
13 days. She's been drinking this coffee less than 2 weeks. She's putting it out there, and she's losing weight. Melissa, good job. Keep going out there. Check Melissa out. Thank you for joining the Relatable Podcast. We also, hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. We already know.
She's also making masks.
Yeah, for all those who need masks.
What is it? You said tomorrow it's going to be mandatory for us to be wearing face masks everywhere.
Absolutely. So if you need your mask, go contact Lisa Yambo. She makes great masks. You can also contact Wendy Feliciano. She makes great masks as well. But people, we're talking about your biggest hater, the biggest haters in your relationship. Who is the person who hates on your relationship the most? Now, we're not talking about, like the people who like, you're totally with like a slime ball, right? Because that's the thing, right? Like my grandmother, when I was with other people, like my grandmother would be like, that one isn't for you. She's like, nah. And I used to think my grandmother was hating. And she probably was in a way. And possibly if my grandmother didn't like her, eventually neither did I. Is that, but what
that
about
probably had an effect on you also.
Absolutely. Like, you want to be able to bring somebody home, right? You want to be able to bring somebody,
right, and you want everyone to welcome them with open arms.
And that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't always happen.
Well, there's also the people that are silent haters, right?
Yeah. Like in front of your face, they're cool, and then on the outside, they're like, "Yo, those people, yo."
Or even when you see people saying that, like they'll talk about another couple, like I don't really care for them, and then when everyone's around, they're super cool with them. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, are you doing the same thing to me?
Who are some of those people? Like, who could those people be?
Friends, family.
Friends. Oh snap! I forgot about the friends. I forgot the ex-girlfriends. Oh, the girlfriends always hating. I've had a couple of those.
What do you mean?
So, just in relationships, Lacey Melendrez said, welcome. Welcome, Lacey. Welcome back.
Thanks. It's so great to be back.
Thank you.
We saw a lot over the week. A lot.
We definitely did.
It's so nice to be back home now.
What exactly? Before it was sidebar, we went up north. I got a business that runs in Rhode Island. Solar company. It's in 3 different states, and it's crazy because we drove. We weren't getting on a plane, and then we took the kids with us, and so it felt good because even after the podcast Thursday, Peyton was like, "Yo," his dad was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" He's like, "Oh, nothing, just traveling and seeing the entire United States." That touched my heart. I was like, for real. We got to see Boston, we got to see Rhode Island, we got to see Savannah, Georgia, we got to see Washington, D.C. We'll be sharing pictures. If you haven't already checked us out, go to Relatable Podcast or go to I Am Vince Serrano or O Janae. That's OH.
OHH_Janae.
Exactly. And you can come check us out and check our little chronicles, our little vacation chronicles, if you want to call them that. But back to the thing, Lacey, you're Jenny's best friend, right? Have you ever hated on any of her relationships? That's what I want to know. Yeah, and Jenny's sisters, moms, brothers, sisters.
Yeah, they have.
Have you ever hated?
They have.
Because when I talk about relationships, Jenny's like, oh, I don't know. When I even brought this topic up, she was like, oh, I don't know what's up. I don't know. And then all of a sudden.
Well, because I don't know. I like to think that people aren't hating on my relationship, especially because they know where I've been and what I've gone through. So it's like you should really. If I was on the opposite end of me, I would want the best for me. So. She
said, "Hell nah. Have you met her ex?" Sorry about that, guys. Listen, man. When I out here, hey, listen. I'm not even just talking about her last. I'm talking about all the exes. In any time in a relationship. Have you guys ever did that? When did we ever hate on any of your relationships, Jenny?
Not hate, but we're very judgy about them.
So that's the biggest thing. And if were you guys right? Would you guys say that you guys were right? And Jenny, do you ever hate on anybody's relationships?
Not really. Once in a while I do if I'm really bored.
How do you hate? What's a way to hate?
Well, it's stuff that I end up doing myself anyway, so it's super hypocritical of me. If I'm like, oh my God, they're just so annoying, always posting about how much they love each other. Like, this is annoying. You guys are probably sitting in the same room right next to each other, writing all these love stories to each other.
We're notorious for that, baby.
A lot of times, if I'm writing that stuff, it's because you're sleeping or you're awake.
Okay, heck nah. I do not hate on my family or friends' relationships. I want to see my fams and friends happy. Good job, Lisa. Even though I know you're lying. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Let's see. Lacey, listen, I played the therapist multiple times, but Jenny ain't no quitter, so I give her that.
And that is true. I've always said that about myself too, that I'm not a quitter. But that's also gotten me into a lot of messes because I don't like to quit on stuff.
Absolutely. She says, if you're hating, it's because you're unhappy. Thank you, Lisa.
I agree.
Absolutely. You know, I'm going to tell you guys something, right? And I found out that, you know, over the weekend, especially over what's going on, I found out who my biggest hater is.
Yeah. Oh, that's what this is about.
Oh yeah. Oh no. It's not just about that. It's been like that. The biggest, you know, again, I told you sometimes my grandmother would hate on my relationships, no matter who I was or who I was with. But my biggest hater is my mother. Okay, my mother is the biggest hater. As a matter of fact, I found out that she actually watches this podcast on the sneak. So, Mom, thanks for joining, but you're my biggest hater. And I'm saying that not to your face, but so you can listen, okay? My mom hates every person I'm with. She hates everything I do. It's like one of these things where I always say it, Jenny, my mom is like a shark. She's not like your mom. Like you guys have very good, you know, family values. No, my mom will hate on anything, okay? She will hate on my success. She will praise my, you know, she will prey on my failures, relationship wise. She'll, you know, that's why I don't bring her next to you, Jenny, because she's like acid to a relationship.
I think I finally really understand that.
Yeah, and why? Why would you say that?
Well, just because of the conversation you guys had over the weekend that I was not there for, but you told me what was being said, and I couldn't imagine my mom talking to me like that. So.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And believe me, guys, I know some people probably go through this and they just don't want to admit it. But your parents are extremely hard to please. They are. Some people's parents.
I don't think that I would be hard to please.
So you Lacey said, I have the same problem, Vince. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you so much.
She's right.
What is it exactly, you Lacey, what's going on? How does that work? Like, what is going on? Like, because what ends up happening is my mom, she knows already that we don't have a good relationship, period. And so when she comes at me automatically with the left hand. She don't even play no games, just okay. And she's killing anything I do. So she says she depends on me heavily, and I feel that maybe she has fears of abandonment. You know what? Is that Spanish women? Is that Spanish women? I feel like that's Spanish women, right? Latinas, okay? And maybe
why is it? Or maybe it's just because we just are more familiar with that.
And I don't think it may not just be Spanish Latinas. It may be women in general, because I've seen other people go through that as well. Like the mother-in-law just hating on people's relationships, hating on, you know, the right?
My ex-mother-in-law, yes.
She was just all in.
And I was always trying to give her love, and I just felt like it was always being rejected. And I would just constantly see her hating on every one of her kids' relationships.
And maybe it's that they don't think that the woman is ever good enough for their child. You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that might be a huge thing. That may be something that everybody talks about. That may be something that, because look, like even in, you know, when I'm coming around or I'm talking to different people, you know, again, my grandmother, you know, I felt like she knew, like my grandmother wanted to see me with somebody good. So she kind of knew, you know, what I like, the type of person. And I think even when she met you, she told you a little couple things about me that you could call sprinkling a little salt on it. You know, like, oh, he's lazy. He doesn't like to do dishes. He doesn't like to do clothes. Stuff that I already told you, right?
I don't think she's ever.
Oh, I heard her. I was there.
I honestly probably just push it out of my head because I've been there already, and I'm not really.
You're not really open.
I live my life based on what I see, like for my own experience, and I don't listen to other people.
Yeah, and that's what I think you know how to parry the hate, the blocks. You know how to block. You know how to get away from that. But there's other times and other people who
I
don't.
just really don't care. Also,
what don't you care?
I don't care. Like if you're gonna have a problem with my relationship, if things aren't the way that you feel like a relationship should be, I don't really care. Like if it's making me happy, that's all that matters. I don't care to find out your feelings on it.
Well, somebody go talk to my mom and tell her that, because she has a lot of feelings. Okay, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like, Ulysses talked about it. The heavy dependency, or maybe the boredom.
I think that's what it is. Also, with a lot of older Latin ladies, for sure, it's boredom, because most of the times they're not working. They're kind of depending on their family to. Honestly, that's how what I've seen most of my life.
What do you mean?
Like they're usually like stay-at-home moms. Because the husband is usually the one that's out as a provider.
Right.
So they're usually home bored and either creating stories or just really in the Kool-Aid. Yeah,
like, did you know what Jenny got Vince for his birthday? Or do you know what Vince got Jenny for his...
Right. I know Vince got this. Not that that's happened. But, in past relationships, like, I know this person got that for her. I know that, what I mean? It's like, why do you care? Is it coming out of your bank account? It's not. So who cares?
And is that considered hating? Would you guys consider that hating?
I mean, it's just Spanish women love that.
Lisa said, Spanish women love that bochinche, or however you spell it. Laugh my ass off. Absolutely. And that's what it is.
And all Latin, I mean, I feel like that's very common. And so when I met Vince, he was like, I don't want to hear any kind of gossip. I don't want to hear it. And I'm not used to that, because that's how I used to connect with my previous mother-in-law. Like, I used to connect with her. If I didn't have a good story to tell her about somebody else, she don't want it. Like, what good am I? I'm no good to you then. You know what I mean?
No, that's true. That's true. And I sit back and I think about it, and especially with me, because I don't like negativity around me. I don't like that crap talking. I don't like none of that. And so I see, like you said, they're at home, they're chilling, they're bored, they don't know. Maybe in their life, their situation isn't where it needs to be, whatever have you. But then all of a sudden, you end up being the talk of the town. You end up being the talk of the... What about exes? Like, has an ex ever hated on a relationship, like a past ex, a previous ex? You've never had that? Has anybody ever had that, where a past ex is hating on their current relationship with their new man? Like, they're calling it 3 o'clock in the morning?
I don't know. Like that... like call...
They're doing the Drake Marvin's Room. I'm just saying you could do better.
No, I haven't had that many relationships either. So
right. Is anybody out there in Marvin's Room? Have you had an ex in Marvin's Room? Speaking of Drake, and he's calling at 3 in the morning.
Listen, we love Drake,
and he's talking that. I'm just saying you could do better. Tell me, have you heard that? No, Nick, no. They no, I haven't. Why?
Why are you calling me at 3 in the morning?
Why go get a girl. Move on. Have you guys ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that, but
have you ever been on that? Come on now. I know you got mad stories. You and Lacey and Melissa and all these people, and y'all mean to tell me that y'all don't got no stories to somebody?
Listen, let me tell you, I have been the hater before. I have been the hater, and I know a lot of people would know I have been the hater.
Why you say that?
Because, I don't, everybody that knows my life in the past years, my ex that cheated on me.
Okay.
I was always talking crap to him.
Oh yeah?
That he could do better than that, even though he cheated on me. But still, because she was to me, she was a low life.
So this isn't the one that he's with now, obviously. No, obviously. It's previous.
No. Yeah, it's another one.
Right, for sure. I just want to make sure we clear that up.
Yeah, I was that song, The Weekend, was it The Weekend? The Lullaby? Yeah, that
Oh,
song came
yeah.
out, and at that time, and I was like, "That's your song." I thought about you when I heard that song.
No, she said, "Hey man, I don't know who watches this. I just can't be telling stories. I know that's right, you Lacey, and it's all good. It's all good because just so y'all
Lacey
know."
knows that even Rebecca too. Like they know freaking how crazy things were getting.
So you guys were literally just putting it off, like I can't believe this.
And all of us as a group, they'd all send me pictures. Oh, did you see this post? Did you see this one? Oh my god, like she's so gross. You know what I mean? Like
right.
We'd all write each other about stuff. So yeah, I've been on the other end of that before.
No, for sure, and that's one of the. So you definitely have been the hater.
Yeah. But my life has changed since then.
So she says, I know exactly who Jen is talking about too. Okay, and Sarai is on there. It's Sarai, comment, right? Comment, because I'd like to know, right? I'd like to know if anybody has felt, and obviously we all have great relationships. I feel like everybody who's on here has a great relationship, right? But let me know if anybody has ever felt that they've been hated on, and who was their biggest hater in the relationship. Because this is the biggest thing, right? Who is actually, like, obviously we're all grown now, right? And we all have good relationships now. But like, especially like with my mom or with exes, I don't think I've ever, maybe when I was like 14, early on in the relationship, maybe I got mad and I called an ex's new man. But I feel like that was the last time.
Well, but the thing is I feel like since I haven't had that many relationships, that I didn't know how to handle that kind of situation. And that's why I was like, yes, I was living my life and having fun, but I was also like
still in it,
fighting with this chick. You know what I mean? Like, we were always going at it. There's a lot. There's a lot to that. I want to drink some more on that.
Some here. We'll toast to them. and that's what I'm saying. So like
Melissa says, I think if you're giving someone advice because you're concerned about their well-being, that's one thing, not hating. If you are talking shit knowing the person is happy, that is probably coming from an inner bitterness. Yeah, I agree.
So what kind of relationship advice does not constitute hating? What does constitute hating?
Girl, do you really think that you want to be in a relationship right now? Yeah, he treats you good, but are you really ready to, I don't know. That sounds like a hater.
That sounds like, yeah,
he treats you great, but really I need someone to go party with. Like,
ooh,
maybe.
Ooh. So that's the one. So that's the one to take you out to be a hoe. The friend.
You got too much hoeing to do.
The friend. You still got a lot of hoeing to do. You're
in your prime now.
You in your prime hoeing stage. You gonna give this all up for him? So that is hating, right? The one that doesn't. What about the one that doesn't
Maybe
have?
Maybe it's being more selfish than anything.
Is it? What about? Okay, so let's talk about this, right? Because obviously, I have a friend, and we know him,
mm-hmm.
and he's in his prime hoeing stages,
mm-hmm.
right? So is it hating? Now he's never told me. Obviously, he loves you, and I love you, and he loves that I'm with you, right? But is he hating when he says, "Nah, I can't be like that. I can't be in a relationship right now. Nah, fuck that. You're good," right?
Nothing is hating. It's just him protecting himself from knowing that he's like lonely.
He's putting the barriers up.
Yeah, he's putting
right?
the blocks up so that he makes it feel like it's okay for him. Because if you really met someone that made him feel great in every single way, like then he would probably be open to it. Because he's tried asking me to freaking help find him the right girl, right?
And
so obviously he wants it, but he's just scared of.
We talking about who your favorite hater is, okay, guys? And shout out to my man Elliot Custom Made Goins. That's my dog. He just tuned in. We go super way back. Who is your biggest hater to your relationship? Mine, we already said it. It's my mama. Okay. We talked about the ex-girlfriends who might be it. We're also going to put the comment from you, Lacey. Sometimes it just sucks when we're going through some shit and our best friend isn't, because we can't hold together. And And that's what I'm talking about, Lacey. You always
Exactly,
keep
and
it
then
real.
you feel bad for not being able to go out with them whenever they want to go out because you're their friend and you want to, be there for them. But you got your own relationship. You gotta survive also.
Yeah, damn right. You got stuff. So your friend.
So the good thing is that everyone is basically in relationships now, and we don't gotta do that stuff anymore.
No, I feel that. But still, like, what about? So does it start a domino effect when your homegirl leaves, and then now y'all can't hold together? Does she go and find her own man? Does she go out or does she keep partying? Does she party without you? Melissa says, or people. Okay,
You're gonna find, like, let's say your friend is in a serious relationship and she's not about that. It's weird because you will end up meeting new people, new
Right.
friends that are single, and they'll go out with you. I
Well,
know. I met one person at a nail salon one day, and I was like, oh my god, we hit it off right away. We became good friends, and then actually, you know her, the one from your book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
met at a nail salon, and I just loved her energy, and she was talking about, God blessing us and all this stuff. So I'm like, we started hanging out and everything.
Yeah. And that bitch tried
And
to
she was
spray me.
single, so it worked out.
And that bitch tried to spray me with pepper spray. Okay? Melissa said, or people who are unhappy with their own lives, so they try to talk shit about you to your partner. That counts too. She also said they try to pull your partner away from you rather than trying to push you closer. Well, Melissa.
It's selfishness, really.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is that I also think that sometimes people are willing to listen to the hate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they want an excuse, right?
It's entertainment for people.
Right. They want somebody to vent to. I always look at it like this. I ain't venting about my relationship to someone who ain't got a relationship. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but that might be your only person. So.
You need to go find a therapist or somebody. Because if you out here venting to people who don't have a relationship.
Yeah, but you might just want to be able to get stuff off your chest and not actually consider what they're even going to tell you.
Melissa's telling us, preach, true. That's the thing, right?
She feels that.
She feels that. And I'm telling you, you can't go, like, I'm not going to be talking about my single relationship to guys who are in a relationship.
Yeah, that is weird.
I'm not going to be talking about my sexcapades to people, because then that sounds like hating.
No, it doesn't, because I've been there, like being single and like, oh yeah, I'm talking to this one, whatever. And like,
Nope. I'm gonna tell you there's two things wrong with that. First thing, okay? That other person is in a relationship. Okay?
Yeah, but they like to hear what is going on in the single world too.
Absolutely. And guess what they are doing? They are forming an opinion about you. Mm-hmm. And there's the second thing.
True, I agree with that.
And the second thing that you're doing wrong is texting about it. Because now
they're screenshotting.
Do you believe this bitch said this?
Yeah,
you cannot.
I got plenty of screenshots.
You cannot hang out with that motherfucker no more. That's a good way to not be able to hang out. And I'm telling you, Melissa, yo, do me a favor. If you are agreeing with me, please put yes, Vince, because I can't tell. Okay, because Jenny might think it's you. So Ulysses said, it really depends on the kind of friends you have and the maturity level. I have consciously vented to someone that I knew was going to tell me, fuck that, fuck him, because that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, and it kind of pumps you up, right?
Now Melissa says, ha ha ha, definitely yes, Vince. And that's what I'm talking about. So, and if you want to, and I get it, if you trying to get over somebody, then you go talk to the person. Like, it's all about what you want. If you really want the relationship to last, you ain't gonna go talk to the worst hoe in the universe, because it definitely ain't gonna last. Because there's two things that I'm gonna think about. One, You talking to the hoe. So y'all out here having a hoedown. Okay? And what that means is y'all finna go hoe round. Okay? Y'all planning, y'all strategizing. That's all hoes do when they get together, right? You better go talk to somebody who got a relationship if you want a relationship to last.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
For a relationship that you respect, you talk to them.
Damn right. Misery loves company. Because I'm going to tell you, now that's what Melissa said. Misery loves company. Absolutely.
It is true. You know, how many times have you been a main topic in your friends' conversations that you end up finding out about? Have you?
Depending on who the hell is there.
I have been many times a main topic of people's conversations.
For
so
no
end up hearing
reason.
back about it, whether it be, you know, people are out in public and it'll come back to me that they heard about my situation going on because they heard people that I know talking about it in public and they overhear it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just a cycle, and especially in Tampa, everybody knows everybody.
Oh yeah. Oh yo, Tampa. I love Tampa. Tampa's my place. But Tampa talking. They call Tampa in jail. They call Tampa talking. Talking Tampa. I'm not even. Everybody snitching on everybody. In whether it's the relationship, when it's all that. Ulysses said very true, Vince. And Melissa said I've said that so much, Vince. And that's the thing, right? So you say something, and everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
So you can't complain about your partner.
Yeah.
Especially not to some single motherfucker.
I just don't do that anymore. Like, I feel like I've learned my lessons in the past to where even if me and you are going through something, like, I'll write about it in a journal or something. Right. But I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm not going to really go to anybody else about it. Because people start formulating opinions, right?
Right.
And then things get better, and then they always have that picture of you.
So the crazy thing about it is this, especially in relationships. If we're having marital problems, I'm going to go speak to someone who's married. I'm not going to speak to no motherfucker that ain't been in the game.
To someone that's single.
Yeah, or that's never been married.
Because they're just gonna tell you whatever you want to hear, like tell you whatever they can to get you to come to their side.
That's what you're gonna do.
So they can have a group.
Yeah, they don't want to be lonely. They're already lonely. They ain't got no girl.
Exactly. Make it sound more fun than what it is, because you know it could be fun a little bit, but it gets lonely and boring after a while. You know.
I'm gonna go chill with a motherfucker who's single. I go smoke weed with him, have a few drinks with him, but I ain't gonna go out with him like to a singles bar. Not unless you going. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go vent about my girl to no motherfucker that's single. I'm gonna go talk to somebody who got a girl, who's married, that's going to give me the advice that I want to hear. That's it.
For sure.
That's how because they're going to tell me, especially if they're married, they're going to sit back and they're going to tell me, Vince, this is part of a relationship. That's the first thing that's going to come out. That's part of having a relationship. You're going to go through the ups and the downs. And if you're really in it for the long haul, you're going to need to stick with it. That's part of going through. And then they're going to tell you what they went through.
To relate.
To make you understand that you're not the only person that's gone through that.
Like, you're not the only one with issues.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, this is how I dealt with it. Possibly give you some advice on how to deal with it. But a single motherfucker gonna throw your partner under the bus. ASAP.
For sure. I agree.
Man, you sound like you don't even want to be with that bitch. You sound like you don't even want to be with that dude. Man, fuck that dude. He don't know how to treat you right no way. Melissa said, sometimes you just need someone to talk to, but it should be someone who you can trust. Someone who might understand relationship woes.
I like to, if someone's coming to me about their issues, I really like to try to see both ends. I don't just side with someone just because they're my family or just because they're my friend. I kind of try seeing it from both sides to kind of play the middleman like that.
So Yulay said she slightly disagrees with that. She thinks it's super important to make sure you have a tight-knit circle, and that's who you vent to. But if you don't have those kind of friends, then journal it is. And I feel that, okay? And not just that. If you're writing shit down, shit, I might go through your journal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really write about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I might go through your journal. And in 5 years, you say something slight, like you slided me
like,
on the journal.
I'm really thinking about killing this man's mood.
And Melissa said, yeah, I agree with you, Lacey. True. She said, yes, and most likely your single friend wants a buddy to hold around with. So maybe they might be more likely to tell you to leave your partner and enjoy their wonderful life, to join their wonderful life. Totally understood. Andrew said, dar. What the hell is that?
Means.
Dar. Leticia said, single people will always cause problems in your relationship, even if they're a good person. They can't relate at the moment.
Yeah. They're just always trying to bring you down to their
Yep. And Melissa said, you're not going to ask parenting advice from someone who doesn't have kids. And you wouldn't want marital advice from someone who's not married. Thank you, Melissa.
That's what it all comes down to, for sure.
Yeah, you felt that. You felt that. That's what I'm talking about. She says, Wendy says, oh boy, I'm late. Absolutely late, Wendy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Relatable Podcast, Wendy. And Melissa said, true. You know, and so tell me and stop me if I'm wrong, right? But like, what do you do when your parents hate on your relationship? Or when your friends hate on your relationship? Or when your partner's friends are hating on your relationship? How do you deal with that?
I don't know.
Ooh, you don't know.
I don't know. Because I feel like, you know, I don't think that I could even, you know, relate to that, because I don't feel like my parents have ever hated on my relationships. And
Your
if they did,
parents have
they
never-
did it behind closed doors, because we're all, you know how we are. We're all
Yeah,
very
you
supportive of each other.
You got a great family, so I get that. But you don't think it was like, yo, what is Jen doing with that clown?
Well, that has probably happened before, because, you know, they'll start seeing arguments and stuff, you know?
So Melissa says, oh, I'm sorry, it can make you resent that friend or person. Facts. Friends, time to make new ones. Fam, keep your distance. Absolutely, Lisa. She said, you get new parents and friends. Your Lacey said, you get new parents and friends.
I'm sure there's sites for that, right? Like,
yeah, newparents.com. I need to go to that one. My mom needs to be, I need to trade my mom in.
Yeah, because I would really like to.
We're getting married.
With your mom.
We're getting married, and my mom is not invited. So I definitely need.
And so he told me that, you know, a while ago, that his mom wasn't invited.
We talked about it,
and that hurt me, because I'm like, how could we not? I don't want you to end up regretting that later on in life.
Yo, she told me that. She said that. She said, "Listen, you need to think about inviting your mom, because this is your only time. I want to meet it." She was hurt. She felt like that. And you know, of course you don't ever want to see your girl upset, and you want to do that. So I started thinking about it, and we started packing the snowball, right? The snowball was there. It's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll try to reconcile it with my mom, you know, somewhere down the line. And then, yo, like, what was it? Monday, my mom hits me up. I think it was Friday. You ain't never said, but she came at me with the left. Yo, you motherfucker, you ain't nothing. You just like your daddy. And that snowball melted. We ain't even get a chance to throw that bitch. I told her, this is why we not inviting her to the wedding.
And I was saying, you're right. I'm not going to say anything else about it. I agree.
Ma, you burnt your seat up. I hope you're watching, Ma.
Listen, I'm a very forgiving person also.
Me too.
And I'm very open-minded to people. And it's going to take a lot to actually hurt me and, you know, like, and make me think bad about you. Because I like to see the good in people. but that ain't right.
No, that ain't right. Definitely. And you can't come mess up my wedding, you hater. Okay? You hater. I hope you're watching. Okay? So Leticia said, I've been there. You keep them away from your relationship until you've been together long enough for them to change their views. Over time, they'll take them more seriously.
Yeah.
Yalace said, I don't blame you, Vince. I wouldn't invite my mom neither.
Really? Like really?
No. Maybe my mom. If my mom was her mom.
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
I got you.
Wendy said, I agree with Jen. I totally agree with Jen too.
Thanks, mother.
Knowing she's probably doing some last minute brujeria as I'm walking down the aisle, hell nah.
Yes.
I feel the same way you, Lacey. My mom's over there, Chango.
Do people still do that?
Hell yeah. That's a real shit.
Terrible.
Wendy said, if my face was an emoji. You Lacey Melendrez. Okay, I get it now. And Leticia said, that makes me sad for you, Vince. That shit
I
weighs
agree.
on you.
It hurt me. Like, it hurt me to know that is his relationship with her because, you know, I could never imagine that being the case for me. And so it's something I can't relate to because I didn't live my life like that.
Michael said, laughing my ass off. Michael knows what's up. Mike knows what's up. Puerto Rican women are crazy. Sheldon, what's up, Sheldon? What's good, man? Welcome to the Relatable Podcast. Yeah, I mean, think about it. I'm hurt too, you know? Ulysses said, I feel you on that. We're in the same boat, man. I'm telling you. The brujeria, the hate. She done chopped up 3 goats. Ready to put them down. Yo, she's smearing them on
She got candles all in the hallway.
Oh, yeah. She hit 3 goats. She's smearing the blood. She got a strand of your hair. I don't even know from where.
I just don't like any kind of stress in my life, considering that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it does sound kind of crazy.
It's absolutely
crazy.
And
I like to live a more relaxed lifestyle. So that doesn't really work with my life. My
grandmother's going to be the substitute. She's going to get in the game, mama. Get in the game, grandma.
Oh, like taking the place of your mom.
Hell yeah. Damn right. My grandmother got to walk in for you because you don't know how to keep your hating to a minimum. When you're haterade, when you're drinking way too much haterade.
Well, also, like, you're not going to invite someone to a wedding that is not all the way happy for you, right?
Wendy said, this is the not so Rel8table podcast. This is definitely not the Rel8table podcast. This is the relatable podcast. You're missing an L with the A.
Not sure exactly what you mean, Mom, because you know how that goes with the whole brujeria.
You Lacey said, as we speak, there's a glass of water in the freezer with a piece of paper in it all frozen up. I don't know what the hell that shit is for, but I ain't touching it. You Lacey. Please.
Mom, I think it's time for you to go move out and be on your own.
Who the hell?
Who pissed you off today, Mom?
Who did that? You Lacey, I feel you.
You better stay on her good side, girl.
Yo, the crazy thing about it is I feel like you don't need to hate as much. You need to congratulate. When you hate, that does not keep you around. You feel that?
That is funny.
Hating does not keep you around. Wendy says, I know. Lots of laughs. She spelled it wrong, but it's okay. It's the relatable.
It's laugh out loud, my love. She's saying she knows because I said before, I was like, Mom, you know all about that.
About what?
About la brujeria. And
oh, yeah.
She knows all about that. And so that's why she said
that. And we can't have none of that around.
That's in the past, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've all moved on, and we're all in different places in our lives now.
You Lacey said, girl, who you telling? You Lacey. Get out. Run. It's either you or your man. Yes, sir. I agree. I put out the same energy I want to receive. Period.
Period.
Some family members don't understand how stressful their reactions are to your relationship.
Absolutely. Like that is the truest thing. Like and it is so stressful because you respect their opinion and you want to make them happy ultimately, you know? And so to know that they're not happy, that definitely causes strain on you and on your relationship.
Yeah, she says, especially if you care about their opinions.
Exactly.
So now I know you don't like this motherfucker.
Now it's gonna be making me look at him a little sideways, right?
Yeah,
and
now I can't.
Everything you do is gonna be like, oh, my mom told me about this, right?
Yeah, now I can't. Now I can't bring you around.
This must be what this person was saying about you.
It's crazy. Mom, if you're watching, remember you said you were my biggest podcast follower.
Your comment can be on the screen right now.
Yeah, mándame pa carajo. Okay, mándame pa carajo ahí. Okay, Ma, put a comment on there. Okay, send me out there. If you're watching, put a comment. She's not. She usually watches the recorded version because my baby mama sends it to her. Like, look what this guy said about you.
You got way too much drama in your life, boy.
What I told you though. What did I tell you though? I told you. I tried to tell you. Like, look, that side of the family, right? We got to definitely like. We can only take them in doses. I told you that from the jump.
Mm.
And the crazy thing is, look, they said, yikes. Toxic as fuck.
Absolutely, dude. Like, I don't even know. Like, this is stressful to me, and I'm not even really dealing with that firsthand.
I'm telling you guys. And the reason why
I feel for everybody. I feel for everybody in their situation, and especially when I feel for you because you're my baby.
But you want to know what the crazy thing is? And my sister said it the most, right? My sister said it. My sister said, you know, you might want to rethink coming at him. You might want to rethink coming at him with the left hand. You might want to think about him and try to get on his good side. Don't come at him with the stick. Come at him with the olive branch. Because when you do something, it's this big. But when he does something, it's this big. But people don't see that. And so my sister, it was crazy because I called my sister. My sister said, you know, y'all some hypocrites. Y'all talk shit about him and hate on his relationship with his son, with his wife, with all these things. And you don't see what he got going on. And then y'all get mad when y'all get aired out on a podcast. And like.
Does the same thing about me?
Well, babe, you're with me, so they're going to say a lot. My sister loves you. But my mom hates everything I do. She probably loves you. She probably.
I'm easily lovable, so I don't understand.
All you got to do is tell her that I pissed you off, and my mom will take your side. Promise. She said, those people need to unpack some of those issues. It's not good for the soul.
Imagine having to live like that every single day. Like, that's not fun at all.
They said, Wendy said, oh boy, I'm hearing them African bongos playing now. That brujeria is real.
It is so real. Be thankful to if you've never had to even like be part of any kind of situation like that.
Listen, Leticia said I could never be that kind of mom.
But did you know? Because your kid will grow up one day. No, I know. I know you already. I'm just playing.
No, and that's the truth. I want people to understand this. I want people to understand something. Your kids are going to grow up. And you need to be a pillar in their life. You need to uplift your kids, not tear them down.
Absolutely.
You need to build your kids up. Because one day, you're going to need your kids. And it's not even you know, it's not even for like financial reasons. It's so that you are not alone. It's so that you are not by yourself in old age. Because when you get old, what is the only thing that you want?
A companionship.
You want grandkids. You want to see your lineage. You want to see the future. And when you tear down your kids, what that does is that kills. And whatever your kids are doing, you need to support them. Even in their times of struggle.
Absolutely. Always be there for them.
Because at the end of the day.
Because yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you know it. At the end of the day, when times are hard, they need support. Melissa says, I know someone who hated their son-in-law so much, they did that voodoo to try to have him killed.
Don't we all?
For sure, Vince, Melissa said. You gotta notice, and we say this, it's crazy because sometimes parents don't even understand how overbearing and what their opinion can do.
The impact that they have on their kids' lives.
Think about it. Melissa said it almost worked. He died and came back to life. Hashtag rise above the hate for real.
For real.
Yo, they put Brujeria. He died and came back to life. They need to put 2 cups in the freezer for him and his soul.
That's some crazy stuff, and I know exactly what she's talking about.
Wendy says, I can't imagine being that type of parent. They're out there, Wendy.
You see, guys, my mother, Wendy Feliciano there, like, even if she has issues with one of our partners that we're with, she still shows them the utmost respect. Because she knows if her child is with one of these people, it's because they've made their decision, that's who they want to be with. And she's not gonna pass judgment on you. Like, it's just never happened before. I'm so thankful for that, because I know so many moms are so quick to, keep on throwing it in their kid's face, or like talking down to their kids about their partner that they chose.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly the kind of mom that I want to be. Like, for my own kids, I'm totally with them. If they're happy, then I'm happy. And even if I'm not really that happy, I'm still gonna be.
You got to be supportive
of them, because I don't want them to ever feel like they can't bring that person around me, and then that would alter our relationship.
Yeah, like, come on now, you want your kids around you. Ulysses says, "Oh hell no! What the hell kind of brujeria was that?"
Another day, boo.
Ulysses said, Wendy said, "It's true." Ulysses said, "That wasn't no damn chickens they killed. Must have been a damn dragon." Mike said, "Okay, that's crazy."
Yes, sir.
Lisa, thank you for supporting 100. 100. Melissa says, our parents never meddle. If we ask for advice, it's one thing, but they don't judge, which I can appreciate.
Absolutely.
And that's a good thing about your parents, because, I sit back, even if we're having problems or we're having arguments, I've never, ever, ever heard about it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they're not ones to go spreading it to everyone that they know. It's kind of more private, and I love that.
Lacey said, I want to be adopted by Wendy.
She's a little maxed out with the amount of kids she got. You know what I mean?
Wendy, you could be my substitute mom too. Wendy said, I love all of my kids, and if you love someone, then I can love them too. Wendy said, ha ha. Lisa's laughing.
As Vin says, lots of love.
And then Ulysses said she bakes too. Melissa says, come on, Ulysses, we got room for one more. Hold on now. One more girl, one more boy. Because I need Wendy.
What?
I'm saying, I need.
Oh, okay.
Ulysses, Leticia says, so sweet. Melissa said, aw. And it's the truth, y'all. Think about it. What kind of parent do you want to be? Like, like today I had to discipline my son. it was traumatizing for me because I've never had to do that. And when you sit back, like,
because his son lives in another state.
right, and not just that, just because I feel like, he's never had to put me in a position like that, but today he did.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, we already know what time is, like, when you're missing 39 out of like 45 assignments.
I want to say I'm so thankful that we are done with schooling down in Florida. So thankful because I'm so over the homeschooling thing. And we never talked about congratulating the parents out here for completing the semester.
Congratulations, y'all, because my kid got school till next Friday. Thank goodness.
But possibly longer than that,
possibly
because he's so
school.
behind. We're trying to catch him up, and he's going to be basically, doing his work from morning to night.
Yeah, I mean, my boy's putting in overtime. So shout out to all of you, the parents out there who have.
I think that us mothers and parents and dads, whatever, we need to get together and have a party because we definitely did a lot of work this year.
Bring your motherfucking mask. Because coronavirus.
And stay 6 feet apart. And then we got a party.
Because coronavirus in Tampa has been uptick. People ain't really social distance.
Guys, we went to, what he said earlier, Savannah, Georgia, Washington, D.C.
No one was wearing a mask
Boston,
in Savannah.
Nobody was wearing masks in Savannah.
Not
it was like out here
body.
in Tampa, right? But everybody in Washington, D.C., Boston, and Rhode Island, I think it was, and New York, too. We saw masks everywhere.
Everybody in New York, everybody in all the northern states had masks. Once you got to the south,
it was crazy. Like, it was like way more amount of people wearing masks. In Savannah, it was as if nothing has happened. There has been no pandemic, nothing. Like, everyone just living their lives freely, except for the workers in all the stores all had masks on, but that was it. It's a little scary because out here, we haven't been here in a week, but I did go to Aldi today and everyone was wearing masks, basically.
That's probably because the numbers have been jumping up.
But every time I go to Aldi, everyone's wearing masks. But I haven't been out, and I'm sure if we were to go downtown or something, that we would see a lot of people not wearing masks. And now our numbers are up.
And now we got to wear masks. Now it's mandatory. Thanks, y'all.
So I'm going to be needing another mask. Wendy Feliciano, my mentor, and Lisa Yambo all making masks. So y'all know to go contact them.
Facts.
And if y'all want to lose some weight, go to Melissa Rodriguez because she got that smart coffee.
She got that smart coffee.
She's going to lose a pound a day.
Melissa, I need that. Yeah. I'll be your first sale. I love coffee.
I think we're going to put an order in tonight for you guys.
Melissa says, my parents say it's mandatory in New York. You're not allowed to go anywhere without one. Tell that to my baby mama. Because she lives in New York.
But I also heard that she's not wearing it unless she goes to stores, and that they said that it's actually unsafe for you to wear a mask. That's what your son was telling me the other day.
It's unsafe to wear a mask.
He said it's not healthy for you to wear a mask.
It's unhealthy to not wear a mask. How about that?
I mean, just wear it. I understand if you're working out, then don't wear it. I'm not going to wear it if I'm working out either. But if you're going to go anywhere in public, you should have your mask.
You want to know
why?
That
should be something, just the same way you're going to wear a shirt out in public, you should have your mask out in public right now. Sorry.
Melissa said, I wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction. Wendy said, come get your mask. Wendy, July needs
We're going to need one, yes, because his son left his mask in New York.
Because he don't really care about it because it's unsafe. We're going to let a 10-year-old really tell us that it's unsafe. What kind of science you been doing? You 10 years old.
That's just a child listening to their parent. Because obviously your kid will listen to everything the parent says and believe that you have all the right information.
Well, we finna steer him in the right direction. Because we in Florida. Where the coronavirus is on an uptick.
It is crazy, guys. Be safe.
Please be safe. Please be good. We truly appreciate you guys for being here at the Rel8table podcast. I want you guys to understand, man, we want to give you good information. We always want to be positive, avoid negativity at all costs. It's better to show people than to tell people. And we only want to teach those who want to listen. So please, wear your
Stay off
motherfucking
my
mask.
tap.
Right. Well,
Bye, guys. It was so much fun tonight. So glad to be back.
it's great. The Relatable Podcast. Y'all, listen, man, we
If you
definitely
guys have any
appreciate it.
topics that you want to cover, feel free to text us, DM us,
Yeah,
leave
man.
comments.
Yo,
Whatever.
you guys can email us at info@rawlinkmedia.com and you guys can let us know, you know. So apparently the CDC website, it said not to wear a mask if you don't have COVID. I don't know why.
I don't know either. I'm confused, but I'm just gonna freaking wear it.
I'm gonna wear it to not give it to y'all.
I'm gonna wear it to bed tonight.
No, you're not. Guys, thank you guys for the Relatable Podcast. Thank you guys. Lisa said, have a great night and welcome back. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the conversation. You guys are the greatest. Remember, go like and subscribe at Relatable Podcast. That's REL, the number 8, TABLE podcast.
Are you reading that?
You can also check us out at I am Vince Serrano and
Ojene, OHH_Jene.
JENNAY.
Like from Forrest Gump.
Yeah. You guys already know. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Wendy, have a great night, everyone. Melissa, night, y'all. Another great show. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. Bye.
Bye.